A.
Oh my gosh. You're Googling. I quit.
I swear to, no, I'm not, but do you know what you do?
threw my microphone. I tell the answer.
Well, your answers are all A.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is when you don't write questions late at night.
This is On Call.
Well, this would be really cool to just wear scrubs all the time. Then you don't have to think about what you're going to wear to work.
Joke is awesome.
We're here to answer your questions.
We can sit down and discuss all. Wait, I gotta go. I'm on call.
Wait, you're on call? I thought I was on call.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of On Call with April and Alicia. I'm April.
And I'm April. Just kidding. I'm Alicia. Hi, everybody. And hi, April. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's weather time, so I'm excited. It's hurricane season.
Oh my gosh.
So all is well. April, how's the family?
They're good. Getting busy with fall sports and just starting back to school. We go back later than you, I think.
Yeah. Kids are in, and it's actually been nice during the work day because I'm not getting video bombed by kids anymore. That's been kind of
they do that?
Yes. And sadly, it's the older ones that know better, It'll just be like, Mom, hey, just like one thing, just can you? And then they start like mouthing it to you, and you're like,
and you have no idea what
you got to do.
Yes.
Like the thumb against the neck. Like, I will cut your throat if you don't. I really wouldn't, people. But, it is, that's like when you start sweating and everything else, and you think everybody can see you. But yes, my kids think that's funny. It actually made me think of, just jogged my memory. I was in Florida. I think we were Bonita Springs. So it's probably sometime during COVID. And we went with another family. And a friend of ours, he works remotely as well. So he wasn't working remotely or, all the video stuff as much during that time. I was a lot more clinical. And he was on a call, and we were down at the pool, and there's this huge iguana. I'm going to probably share this photo, but this huge iguana that the kids pick up and walk all the way up the steps and then come around the corner with this iguana and just out of frame of the camera, but kind of put it on his shoulder and he was interviewing somebody. And I thought it was so freaking, I would have never touched it, but I thought it was so funny until I got into this field.
Until you know how
Chad back, yeah. I was like, hey, dude, God, we should have never done that to you. That was really mean, especially during an interview. So I've grown.
Yeah, my kids know. They like creepily come around the corner and just like stand there trying to figure out if I'm on a call or not. And then they'll be like, and then I'll shake my head like, yes, if I'm on a call. And they know how far away they have to stay. And then they'll like motion that they want a sticky note so that they can write a note to me to ask me whatever it is the burning question to ask me while I'm on the camera.
It's always like, check your phone. I'm like, I can't. I'm on a call. Just one thing, annoying. Okay, well, only thing exciting outside of not being video bombed is, it's hurricane season. This is the weather corner. What's the weather? We talked on every single podcast about how funny the late night videos or the commercials have been. And it's actually going to kind of be part of our episode today. But one thought I had last night, I was reading through all of these topics and, what we were going to talk about today. And I came across my late night thoughts around flushing a toilet. So I want to read you something that I wrote at 3 a.m. probably when the Roomba went off. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you won't know till next episode. Now, here's my thought. Ready? Please don't judge me. When you flush a toilet, they say it gets on your toothbrush. Have you ever heard about that?
It gets on, like, what gets on your toothbrush? The water?
Like the particles.
No.
From okay, so when you flush a toilet, apparently if you don't close the lid and flush it, that there's still like particles that go up into the air in the bathrooms. And if your toothbrushes sit out, then you can get germs on your toothbrush. And a lot of people use like toothbrush holders, or not holders, like covers for the brushes, which I always thought it was just to keep the brushes intact, but apparently it's to keep germs off of them. But then I started thinking, if we're all walking through bathrooms and like airports, they don't have lids.
I was just going to say,
all walking around with poop all over us? But are they on us? Are we just walking around as big poop particles? And then I wrote, this is tragic. Put me in a bubble.
Is really what
I
you think
want
about
to be
at
a
3
boy
a.m.
in the bubble. And then I wrote, what happened to the boy in the bubble? That was my thought. Do you remember the boy in the bubble?
No.
Going up, oh my gosh. April, There was
I
this
can-
boy that was like literally in a bubble, and I don't know the whole story, but he it was like in the 80s or 90s. It was like to protect him from some illness, like he had this autoimmunity. I don't know, somebody will know the whole story, but yes, it went from poop on a toothbrush to poop all over me to poop all over everyone else, and then I was thinking, ew, how gross to be around everybody that's full of poop particles. So thank you again, Weather Channel, for keeping my brain going, even though I had nothing to do with weather. But this part does. On a couple episodes ago,
That's
we were
pretty gross, by
talking.
the way.
It is disgusting, but think about it. And for
No,
all you
do you remember like
germaphobes,
they used
you
to
know what I'm talking
in
about.
science class they used to show you all those videos of all the bugs that are on you like all day
Yes,
long? It's
yes.
so gross if you actually think about it. I
Have
just
you
don't
ever
think about it,
seen
but
the
I
one
know
on
that
the
you
cell
do.
phones? I
What?
think about it all the time.
I know you do. I don't.
I think about the like doorknobs, especially on doorknobs, how many and like light switches, where just little benign things that we don't think about. And please don't put me at a computer that's a public one, because I'll damage it with all the Clorox wipes that I use. But I don't have a problem. It's not like OCD or anything like that. That's like a true condition. I think I'm just, a germaphobe. But that being said, remember a couple episodes we were talking about all the commercials, and I was like, this is tailoring to a certain age. And I brought up the drug, Skyrizi, and how funny the name was. And I was like, who's that? Like a rapper? I thought it would just be funny for you and I to just do a little episode on drug names and some of the funnier drug names, and maybe just another competitive episode. You can keep points, no 1.25
I get to keep
points.
score again.
You get to keep the score, yes. But we'll do a little, we'll do a little rapid fire back and forth with these drug names and what they are. What do you think?
But listen, for every
Skyrizi,
question that you get wrong, it's -10.
And then every question
That I get
right
wrong
is
is
+20.
+5.
Okay, so this math ain't mathin'. It is a good thing that math isn't my favorite. Okay, that's fine, but you can't use Skyrizi. And I did figure out what it's for, by the way. It does
What's it for?
treat psoriasis. Is that
Okay.
interesting? Kind of.
It is interesting.
One thing I do want to say, and maybe we start here, we're joking around about drugs, but there is really a complex way that drugs do get named. We can get into that really quickly now, but in the earlier development, when a drug is created, it gets a chemical name. So it's identified by that name, its molecular structure, then it gets a code name. One of the examples that I had seen was like MK like 3475 or something like that. It'll get that code name. Then it gets a generic name, or a non-proprietary name. And then normally like the prefix and the suffix, was a whole science. The prefix and the suffix will usually indicate what drug class it comes from. So in your generics like lisinopril, nalopril, any of the prils would be classes of like ACE inhibitors. And then they do this consultation with experts just to make sure that the naming is appropriate for generic. Then they get like into the creativity department with marketing, and they'll hire like third parties to brand name their drug so that it is easy to pronounce, which is funny with my list today because none of them seem that easy, but also can convey some of the intended benefits of the drug. So, for example, like Lipitor is for lowering lipids. So the lipid is kind of where they get into some linguistics around that. So I just thought that was kind of interesting the way that some of these names launch. Okay, so I get +30 for doing homework you didn't do.
How do
So
you know
let's
I
start.
didn't do it?
Well, did you have this history? When did it start? What year?
No, because I didn't think you were gonna do it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. You get to start. I've talked too much already.
Okay. I'm gonna start with a multiple choice question.
Okay.
All right. Cisplatin got its name from being an isomer of a compound containing which of the following elements? A. Plutonium. B. Platinum. C. Potassium. D. Polonium.
One more time. The question.
Cisplatin got its name
Cisplatin.
from being an isomer of a compound containing which of the following elements?
What
Can
was
you
it? What was
name them
C?
again?
I think it's C.
C was
But what's
potassium.
Oh no, what's B?
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm
I
gonna
know
give
these
you
are
them
lots
all.
of big words, guys.
A
They're
was
hard to remember.
plutonium.
Okay.
B platinum. C potassium. D polonium.
I'm going to go with A.
Wrong.
What was it?
Platinum.
It was B. I was
Cisplatin.
like, platinum. I just want a nice ring. That's immediately what I thought. Like, that's no way. Okay. It really.
So when I was developing this question, I was like, I have to do plutonium because that's gonna stump her. So
Absolutely. 'Cause
I know
was
you
like,
well. friend.
Yes. Then I was like, platypus? I started going in. Now I'm in wildlife treasury. Duckbill platypus.
Anyways, this is for those that aren't familiar with the drug, it's a chemotherapy drug that's used for cancer. And it's been on the market since 1978, and it's got its name because of the platinum containing compound that it has.
That was a tricky one. So what's the score? Do I get like negative? I mean, I started with 30.
Well, then you're negative 30.
Because now I'm losing 30.
Yeah.
I'm losing 30 for every law. Okay.
No, I just gave you one tick mark as a wrong answer.
Okay, so we're gonna do it like we should do it like Hangman. That would be funny. And whoever, gets hung first is the loser. Okay,
we should.
I got one for you. Which contraceptive patch sounds like it could be a dance move? Twirla, Discovera, Cha-Cha Patch, or Waltzina?
What was A and B again?
See, it's not that easy to remember, huh? Twirla, Discovera, Cha-Cha Patch, or Waltzina?
B.
Less 30. It's actually Twirla. Kind of playful use of the word twirl, but yeah, it's a new contraceptive patch. Interesting. Right. I would like to know, like, I wonder what the video or the commercial looks like. It's probably like people dancing around. Is my guess. I've never seen it. So okay,
yeah, I haven't
we're tied
seen it either. So
negative 30.
All right.
Lovely. Let's get her done.
Okay, true or false? You ready?
False. Just kidding.
You can't answer before.
I'm just kidding. But what if I'm right? Do I get extra?
No.
True.
All right, true or false? Pancuronium has many clinical uses as a cure-all medication.
Pancuronium?
Pancuronium.
True.
You were right the first time, but it used to wrong. You were wrong now. So it is actually a very potent muscle relaxant. It's used for some surprising things, though. Actually, it's notably the second of 3 drugs given during execution by lethal injection. But the cure part is what threw you off, because it kind of makes it sound like it's going to cure all with the pancurium, but that is not actually what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a true or false for you. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you a score checkup yet. I'm going to try to knock your socks off first. Okay. Quellbry is both an ADHD treatment, but also a high-end tea brand.
Quellbry?
Mm-hmm.
False.
You're actually right. I thought Quellbry sounded like something high-end, so I was like, I'll stump her with that. Like, oh, maybe it could be tea, and maybe the tea leaves are used for ADD. Nope, but it is an ADHD medication, a new one. Quellbry. Interesting name.
Okay.
All right.
You
go.
This is not necessarily an interesting name, but it's I didn't know this background. So morphine was named after the Greek god of what? A, healing, B, sleep, C, love, or D, mortality?
What was C?
Love.
I'm going to go with C.
Wrong.
Was it death?
Death wasn't even an option.
Well, it was like more. Oh, no.
Well, mortality. Yeah. No, actually, it was named after Morpheus, who is the Greek god of sleep and dreams. And they named it that because it made you sleepy.
Okay. I should have thought about that, but I figured this would be tricky. Okay. So I'm winning, is what you're saying, right?
If that what makes you feel better, I'm not going to give you a score till the end. You said you didn't want to know.
Okay, fine. Multiple choice. Which cholesterol-lowering drug sounds like it should be a workout regimen? Nexletol, Lipofit, Cardiozap, or Cholesterol?
Can you repeat them?
Absolutely. Nexletol? I feel like you're Googling.
I'm not Googling. I swear.
Well, you can't Google these questions because I made Nexletol.
Awesome.
I know. Lipofit, Cardiozap, or Cholesterol? Cholesterol, excuse me.
I'll go with A.
You did Google.
I did not Google. I swear.
Doesn't Nexletol sound like a workout regimen though? Like
it does, but
Nexletol.
The rest of them didn't sound like medication names, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna go.
I thought maybe Lipofit, but then I was like, oh, well, she thinks I'm going a little bit. Yeah. Well, Nexletol is actually a cholesterol-lowering medication that is new on the market, and apparently also to me sounds like a workout regimen. So, like, you keep winning. How is this?
Because I'm so awesome.
Okay, fine. If you say so.
Will
Shoot.
speak for itself.
I'm not even we're not talking about the score. Remember?
All
We're
right.
just doing tally marks. And I got none. So let's keep moving.
Well, you have 3 in the wrong column. All right, so hopefully I say this right. Anakinra is used to treat which type of arthritis? A, osteoarthritis, B, psoriatic arthritis, C, rheumatoid arthritis, or D, ankylosing spondylitis.
I'm gonna go C.
You are right.
You know why I'm right?
Why are you right? Because
I
that's
watch
the
the
right
Weather
answer.
Channel
That's
at
why you're
night.
right.
And it watch all these truck commercials. And I've never seen this commercial, but I have never seen so many commercials for psoriatic arthritis in my life. So I figured it had to be that.
Well, you picked rheumatoid arthritis. C was rheumatoid
Oh,
arthritis,
I
which
thought
was
I said
actually the right
psoriatic.
answer.
Yes, even more of a bonus. I thought it was psoriatic. Okay, well, no. I said I'm right.
I will give it to you because you see
Here's a
C.
Freudian slip. Inside, I really knew, but I really wanted to talk about the Weather Channel again.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, all right. I got one. I'm going to stick to what the names sound like because these are funnier questions to me. Which antibiotic sounds like it could be a speedy sports card? A. Ricarbrio. B. Fastmedics. C. Sprintabiotic. D. Carvaxin.
D.
Deduct 50. It is actually Ricarbrio. It is a antibiotic, and I think when I looked up the medication, I thought, okay, this like when I make this question, it sounds like it could be a car. All these drugs, I feel like they sound like they could be something else. You could definitely brand them differently. Ricarbrio.
Yeah, it does sound like it could be. Yeah. All right.
So you're losing.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Your turn.
All right. You ready for a true or false?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go. You're losing.
That's false. But anyways, okay. Xylometazoline is a steroid nasal spray. True or false?
Pronounce that again.
Xylometazoline.
Okay.
Is a steroid nasal spray. True or false?
That sounds about right. True.
It is false. It is actually
Dude.
a decongestant nasal spray.
Oh, but it's still a nasal spray.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything with an X goes up your nose. I'm learning. Or something for allergies like Zysol.
Yes.
Zysol's with an X, right? Yeah, Zysol. Yes. Okay. So I'm just winning. Just going to keep on winning.
All right.
All right. I got one for you. Nuplazid is a treatment for Parkinson's disease, but began as an energy drink. True or false?
Repeat it.
Nuplazid is a treatment for Parkinson's disease. It's actually Parkinson's disease-related psychosis, but for Parkinson's disease. But it began as an energy drink.
False.
I thought I was going to stump you on that one. You're absolutely right. It sounds like it could be an energy drink, but it had nothing to do with energy drink. So the moral of the story is I can't stump April at all.
I know. I'm like killing it.
Yes, you are. All right, let's go one more round.
Okay. I love this one just because I got fascinated like reading about this. So there's a long story behind it. But anyways, waste terminator tablets are used to break down the waste from which living being? Humans, cats, horses, or dogs?
Waste terminator tablets
Yes.
are used to break down waste.
Produced by which of the living beings that I mentioned? A, humans, B, cats, C, horses, or D, dogs?
I'm going to say humans because we're not vets.
Well, you were wrong. I stumped you.
You were
Listen,
stumping me because I don't know anything about veterinary medicine.
It is not veterinary medicine. I actually was so when I was looking at medications, this thing came up that said Terminator. And I was like, there's not really a medication called Terminator. So then I was like, let me Google this. So then these waste Terminator tablets came up. And then I went down this huge rabbit hole of like looking at this stuff. So they are used for dog waste in this system called a doggy dually. And it is basically a septic system for your dog's waste that you dig in your yard and you put it in, and then you put the waste in there, and then you put a tablet in once a
Oh,
week.
it's like a regular septic system.
Yes, but for your dog. So you
We have
like
septic.
go
Oh, it's because they
home
can't
and you
poop in
put
your
it in there.
toilet, I guess. That's
I
too funny.
guess. But I mean, if you just leave it out, it also just breaks down in your yard, or you can pick it up and throw it out. But I had no idea that this thing existed, and I went in down such a rabbit hole, like reading about the whole doggy dually system. So I had to put it in here, even though it's not about
Interesting.
humans.
Yes, and that I don't know if you get points for that, but we'll let the listeners decide. Okay.
Well, I hate to
Last-
break it to you, but even if I get this one wrong, you lost either way if we don't count that one. So
I don't trust your math. Okay. Final question. Which treatment for hereditary angioedema sounds like it could also be a tropical island? Orladio? A. B. Aqualantis? C. Bioquim? D. Parazium. Would you like me to repeat those?
yes.
Orladio is A. B. Aqualantis. C. Bioquim. D. Parazium.
A.
Oh my gosh. You're Googling. I quit.
I swear to, no, I'm not, but do you know what you do?
I just threw my microphone in. I tell the answer.
Well, your answers are all A.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is when you don't write questions late at night. So now you just gave you just gave away the secret sauce. You could have won every time we did this episode, April.
I know, but
But
also
now it's not going to happen. But
What'd you say?
and humble. Just kidding. I was going to say, well, the true or false aren't always false.
That's true.
No, it's false. Just kidding. All right. Okay. I always love this. I love when we just kind of have a fun little episode. We've talked about going into the fall, and weather's going to change. Depression for some of us, seasonal is going to kick in, and I think topics will probably get a little bit heavier as we move into those spaces. So I just wanted to keep it fun. Let's, we wrap summer up before fall with a bang. But this was fun, April. I like doing this, so thank you. Even though you cheat.
No.
And my partner is a cheater. Not so much. Okay. Well, if everybody else thinks April is a cheater, you know where to find us. You can find us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is at On Call with April and Alicia. Please follow us. Make sure that you like and subscribe on any of our podcast platforms. That's on Spotify. You can find us on Apple Music. You can find us on SoundCloud. Pretty much anywhere that you can normally find your podcast, you can find us. Click subscribe. Make sure you follow us. You can also shoot us an email if you're one of those. Send us an email. Our email is oncallpodcast@soundpositions.com, and we'd love to hear from you. Love to hear about topic ideas. Don't necessarily have to do that through email. You can do it on Instagram through DM, or you can email whoever you want in sound, and they'll get it to us if you want to do that too. So with that, we'll see you on our next episode. And April,
until next time, you stay well, and we'll stay on call.